Hey you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday. Today, I'm going to be talking about something I used to go through when manifesting my SP or anything. Anytime I would get frustrated, anytime I wouldn't see movement, and I want to share it with you because I feel like a lot of you are going to resonate with it because I have a lot of clients coming to me asking these questions anyway. So I want to clear that up, and I want to show you how you can get through it. Also, you guys, I'm going to share a quote that just resonates so much, and it resonated during that time. And I just feel like this is one of those videos. Most of my videos are the download videos, but this is one of those videos that I feel like I have to share this message. So I intend it resonates with you guys. And if it does, please comment down below. Let me know. I hope you get an aha moment from this video. As you know, get your drinks, get your snacks. Oh, I have been fasting lately. If anyone is, comment down below. Let me know how it's going. Everyone is you pushed out. Let's see. And it feels good. Feels really good. This gets so much more clear when there's nothing working down there to process everything. Everything's up here. Crazy. So I want to get into, you guys, when I was like in the middle of my journey manifesting more movement, when like you've gotten evidence maybe, or maybe you haven't yet, and you're still in the okay, but what's next? Like whether it's within a relationship or whether it's in opportunity, job, money, whatever it is, if you're in that, like, okay, now what's next, how long, like, let's go, like, come on. If you're in that state, this is for you. When I was there, sometimes emotions would take over so randomly, like crazy. And this, I feel like this is why I can help so many of you, and so many of you are success stories, because I've actually like gone through that, like crazy, those moments of like when you feel like uncontrollable emotions and you don't know how to get out of it. One thing I've learned is you really need to stop like trying to be perfect. So when I would go through this and I would get super like emotional or scared or fearful of like what's happening, like, okay, when is this gonna happen, right? Is it ever gonna happen? One thing I would notice is I would be like, oh my God, I'm out of the proper state. Like, I'm out of the proper state I need to be in. I'm in lack, and I need to get back into abundance. I need to get back into that desire state. I need to get back into having. I need to get back into neutral. I don't want you to do that, because what you're doing is you're literally, first, you feel guilty. Maybe you feel shame. Maybe you feel, oh my God, it's all your fault. How could you do this? You created this. How could you do this? How could you get in a lack state? Let's go back to a proper state, right? So you start identifying as you're wrong and you're not doing this properly. And then what happens is you start thinking something's wrong with you. Is everybody going through this, or is it just me? Do I keep messing up? Everyone else gets their manifestation so much quicker. Maybe they're not doing this to themselves, right? So all these things, I'm not going to say it's like, oh, it's so bad that you're doing it. We've all gone through it. Like, I've gone through it. You can't really make mistakes, but this is going to really help you get to where you want to get faster by not judging yourself and not like getting angry at yourself for not being in a proper state. Yes, we know proper states attract things. And when you're in the best state, or when you're in your end goal and it's easy for you to be there and think from that, yes, we know it manifests. But it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong if you slip out of it. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong if you have a moment of frustration or doubt or worry. That's okay. But don't identify as that person. I used to be like that. I remember, like, I used to literally say it out loud. I can't be in this state. I need to get back. So you start identifying as like you're doing it wrong. Okay? So if this resonates, comment down below. I don't know why I felt like so strong, like urge to share this with you guys. Maybe a lot of you guys are going through it. I am even getting teary talking about it because, like, I remember that version of myself, and like she was so afraid, you know. And now it's like you had to go through that. You don't have to, but you learn what that was, you know. So you will get to a place where you're like, wow, I get it now. Like, I wasn't really doing anything wrong. It's just I was having an emotion and I didn't know how to, like, I didn't know that it's okay. It's okay. Like, it comes in waves and then it's over. And then you're able to be more clear about it. So let's not like identify as, okay, we're wrong. We're doing something wrong. We don't know how to do this. We're making mistakes. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong anymore. Like, I remember saying that too. I used to say that out loud too. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know anymore. Like, I literally don't know anymore. And stop. Stop punishing yourself. Every moment is a new moment. None of this, like, it's real, but it's not real, if that makes sense. It's real. Your feelings are valid. Yes, you can touch, you can taste, you can smell. It's all real, but it's also, the next moment is still determined by your self. And that sounds like a lot of responsibility, right? I think that's another thing I want to talk about. When you learn that you're God of your reality and you're in control, you can determine what's going to happen pretty much in your future. Like, you can manifest, right? That seems like so much responsibility. What happened to me and what happens to so many people when you first learn about this is, when you know that, you try to control every little word and thought, right? You try to, like, it's almost like you become obsessed with controlling every little move, every little thought. No, oh, I can't think this. No, don't think this, don't think this. You can't do that either. So I want you to be so patient with yourself and graceful. Like, obsessing over everything is not gonna get you peace. And you not being in peace means you're not gonna be really in control. Because if you're constantly judging, you're not at peace. You're frustrated that you're not in peace. You're frustrated that you're not getting it right, right? Again, you're staying in a place of lack that's not going to do you any good. So if you have to remind yourself that, listen, hey, this is just an illusion out here. Yes, it feels so real. That's the whole part of the illusion. Like, it feels so real. And these people, yes, the connections we have are so real. The soul connections we have are so real. But if I make a mistake, or if I think incorrectly, I'm not doomed. That's the best part. Like, that's the best part. These small changes, they sound so small, but they make such huge changes in your reality. They make such huge shifts in your reality. Another thing I want you to remember. So that was 2 tips. So number 1 tip is stop being so hard on yourself. Stop identifying as someone that's constantly making mistakes in their manifesting journey. You can't really make a mistake because the next second is a brand new second, and then the next second after that is a brand new second, and then the next day after that is a brand new day and a brand new moment to create. So you have these like unlimited moments to create something new, right? So don't be so hard on yourself. Just like treat yourself so lovingly, because that reflects out too. You know that, right? How you're treating yourself and how you're showing up for yourself and how you're forgiving yourself is also a way of you prioritizing yourself. So approach yourself in those moments of frustration like you wouldn't get angry at a child, right? If they're coloring and they color outside of the lines a little bit. They're enjoying their coloring. Like they don't know like, oh my god, what did I do? Like don't like you wouldn't approach them that way. So don't approach yourself that way because you are also learning. You're learning it in a different level, a different thing, but you're also learning still, you know? So that. And then another thing I want you to take from this video, like everything I'm talking about, you guys, I've gone through and it's literally changed the game for me. It's brought in so many manifestations, like, and for my clients, like I share so many success stories, real client emails, like of people getting their SPs, people finally creating families, getting pregnant, removing third parties, getting the money, like on another level, the money. It works. What I'm sharing with you works. Legit, this is like free information. There's no catch here. Like it's not like I'm saying half of it and then I'm not going to say the other half so you come coach. It's not like that. Literally, it's coming from my soul to you guys, and I feel like those of you that resonate. This is maybe your aha video. But another thing I want you to remember is this, and I say this a lot, but just this is the best reminder. Your energy is felt. It's felt by everyone. It's felt by your neighbor. It's felt by the person 1,000 miles away, 10,000 miles away. It's felt by everyone and everything. And when you're judging yourself, when you're punishing yourself and angry at yourself and you're frustrated and you feel guilty and you feel like you made a mistake, you're identifying as this failure or rejection or all of this, the reason it's so important for you to gradually, slowly get out of that is because, for example, when I was going through it, I noticed even the people that were obsessed with me, like when my energy was off, even till this day, if my energy is off and I'm having like an off moment and I'm not prioritizing me, I'm just really comfortable in that off moment, let's say, right? Because sometimes our brain does that. Like it just feels comfortable to be in the frustration because it feels so human, right? Even the people that are like so social with you and so obsessed with you, when you're there in that moment, they're kind of not. You're kind of repelling, you're repelling everything when you're there. That's why it's so important. Even animals, like usually if you're a person, like I'm a person, wherever I go, animal like runs up to me. They feel that I love them. Like they feel the energy that you're welcome around me. this is so random and I'm gonna get to my point, but one time we went to this place where there was like a bear in a cage, and I've always loved animals so much, no matter how wild they are. And I literally put my hand in the cage. Do not try this at home. Do not do this, you guys. Disclaimer. Don't ever do this. I was a kid. I was running around on my own. I put my hand in the cage, and the man next to me was like, "What are you doing? Where's your parents? Like, take your hand out. Like, what if he bites you?" And I was like, "He won't bite me. He's gonna lick me. Like, I love him." And the bear legit licked my hand. But the man like grabbed me and was like, "Don't do that ever again." And I was like, "Oh my God, like this was probably completely wrong thing I did. Very dangerous. So kids, don't try this at home. Adults, don't do this." But even then, like I felt, no, this is also me pushed out. And I was a kid. Like, so what I'm trying to say is when you're off and when you're frustrated with yourself, everything around you feels that energy is off and it doesn't want to come close. But when the same applies to the opposite. When you're good and you're content and you're okay, you're working on yourself, you're working on those, things that bothered you, and you're being gentle and graceful with yourself, and you are slowly going into a neutral state rather than trying so hard to get back to proper state, right? There's no proper whatever. It's you feeling just better and better and better in the moment. Okay? So stop trying to grade yourself, stop trying to test yourself, stop trying to perfect yourself. The more you go with the flow and calmly, the easier this is. And people feel it off of you. The more graceful you are with yourself, the people want to come by you because they feel that you're going to be like that with them. And that goes for SP, that goes for opportunities, that goes for money, that goes for everything. And I want to read a quote to you guys that I was cleaning up my photo gallery and I found this. And I felt like, okay, this is good. Like, I resonate with this, and I feel like you guys are going to be too. It says, "To be angry, that is very human. And to learn how to smile at your anger and make peace with your anger is very nice. By taking a look at your anger, it can be transformed into the kind of energy that you need, understanding and compassionate. It is with negative energy that you can make the positive energy. For example, a flower, although beautiful, will become compost someday. But if you know how to transform the compost back into the flower, then you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about your anger because you know how to handle it, to embrace it, to recognize it, and to transform it." This is very true. This is very true. This quote is, I'm probably gonna butcher this. It's by Thich Nhat Hanh. And this is very true, you guys. If you know that you can transform the energy you're currently dealing with and the state you're currently dealing with into a new one, which you can, that is what this whole transformation is. That's what manifestation is. It's literally taking your current circumstance or current reality and shifting it into a more desired one, right? You knowing that, there's no reason to ever be angry ever again, because that means you have the power. Always. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, because when we get frustrated, it doesn't feel like it. That's why it's important to prioritize that moment, to slowly shift it from being angry at yourself and frustrated and doubtful and fearful into, it's okay, I'm okay, it's gonna be okay. This is not the end, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this. I intend you have a wonderful, amazing, miraculous weekend. A Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. I intend you guys have such a miraculous weekend. If you need help with approaching, if this happens to you a lot and you need help and a daily routine, I created my courses for that reason. I've even done my courses way back when. That's why I created them for you guys, because I know it works. Any of the courses, links are going to be in the description box down below. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. If it resonated with you, leave a comment. Love you. Bye.